What's up, Manifesting Money team? In this video, I'm going to share the practice that I call feeling it in your heart. I also have used the term in the past with some of my friends. It's called giving it to yourself. Oftentimes, there is this disconnect of where we are and where we want to be, and we are closing the gap, okay? Feeling it in your heart is giving yourself everything that you desire within. You have to know that you do not need to wait for the external world to catch up with what your desires are. We need to assume the feeling that of our wish fulfilled, embody it, accept it, and claim it as a complete done fact right now. So what the practice that I do that I call giving it to myself or going within or claiming it is very simple. You should already have your new story scripted out. Within your story, there should be a few affirmations. I recommend you picking a handful of them that you like. A few of them, could be 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to use the example of $10,000 as a monthly income. And if that was my goal, here's how I would implement the practice of going within. I take a nice big breath. I take a few of them. I relax. I close my eyes. Typically, I say these things that I'm about to say. I say them in my head, but since you guys aren't in my head, I got to say them out loud. But here's the practice. I love that I'm making $30,000 every single month. It feels so good now that I'm making $30,000 every month. I love waking up and seeing new order alerts, new clients. I am making money in my sleep. I love waking up and seeing new orders in my phone. I love that my book is selling like hotcakes. It feels so good that everyone loves me. Everyone loves my new products. I love that I'm making $30,000 a month. It feels so good that I'm making $30,000 a month. I literally make $1,000 every day. I am really making $30,000 right now. I love that I'm making $30,000 every month. It is so easy and natural for me to make $30,000 a month. This is so amazing. I love making $30,000 a month. It feels so good that money is constantly pouring into my bank account and piling up. I love logging into my bank account. I love logging into my mobile banking app. It feels so good that I'm making $30,000 a month. Thank you so much that my money situation has changed. Thank you so much that money is literally just pouring into my bank account and piling up. Thank you so much that I have everything I need. I love that I'm so abundant. I feel so good to have enough money to take care of my expenses. I love that I get to shop and buy anything I want. It feels so good to have enough money to help other people. I love that all my expenses are paid in full. It feels so good. Now that my money situation is resolved, thank you for revealing to me that my money situation is resolved. Thank you so much. So here's what I do. I take a few affirmations and I say them in multiple ways. So I use the scenario of making $30,000 a month, making $1,000 a day. And while I say these words in my mind, certain images naturally pop up. Like if I say I love having new orders come on my phone every day, I literally see myself laying in my bed and seeing the orders come in. I'm visualizing myself sitting where I usually sit at my computer and checking my bank account on my computer. Or me sitting in the car looking at my phone, looking at my account and saying, wow, I love that money's pouring in. You'll find that a lot of these practices can overlap in each other. So like scripting will lead to the affirmations, feeling it in your heart. You're going to be using your affirmations or your new money script. And I wrote one down here this morning, visualization, because when I have inner conversations or when I'm affirming to myself, I get these little visuals that pop up. And we'll talk about that later on in the course. But for me, when I go within and feel the desire that I have that's already done, It starts off with a couple affirmations and then it takes on a life of its own. I start seeing images. Now, my images are not crystal clear like watching a movie screen. Sometimes they're just like silhouettes, or I see a vision of my bedroom and the side of the bed that I usually lay on. Or I see my bank's logo and I imagine logging in and seeing a certain amount of money in there. I don't think that your visions have to be super crystal clear. When I manifested a large sum of money last year, I I did it for like a week, where I imagined logging in. I imagined talking to my my business coach and him going, "Wow, Koren, your sales are growing so fast. Wow, your sales are rapidly growing." And so I would have these little clips where I would just visualize and hear his voice saying to me that, "Wow, you're doing so well." And like literally everything I would say in my head when I would be going within, each week when I would talk with him, he would tell me those exact words. I think where I went wrong with my manifestation journey is that once I started to see some results, I just stopped all my practices. I was like, "Oh, cool, I did it, I'm done." So I would encourage you guys and myself to, when you start to see the results that you want, just keep going, keep going, keep going. Just keep doing all your practices for a while, for a month, you know, until it just feels like automatically the way that you think. I think that what happened with me is like I got some momentum and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, I'm done." And then it kind of dissipated and I was like, "Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, I gotta get back on things." So, but that is what it looks like when you go within. Your script, your new story is the foundation of your new manifestation, because you're going to be telling yourself in many different ways that everything is exactly the way you want it, that you're making this certain amount of money, or "Wow, isn't it so wonderful that I just randomly received $20,000 check? I love that money just comes to me out of thin air. I love that money constantly comes to me out of blue." You do not need to know where this money is coming from. In fact, don't even mess with the end. The end is not up to you. The only thing that we have to do is be in the consciousness of it's already being done, in that state of the wish fulfill, repeatedly until it manifests. So that's it for this video. That is feel it in your heart, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you.